All right, hey, how you guys doing? All right, so I want to do another quick little demo on this mask, and more so just kind of show you where I'm at, uh, and kind of follow through a little bit with how I got to this point. So this is kind of like the orientation now. It's kind of hard to see, but I'll lift it up a little bit. But this is like my eyes would be here and here, and then this drops down. So I'm staying kind of true to the orientation of what I drew. Um, but I've changed some things up and added a few things to this point. Um, so you see these are the boxes that I first made in the first little video. And I just cut out a design on them. And in theory, what I want is just to kind of put foam in here so that it looks, like it's filtering. And this would actually filter air. But I'm not necessarily sold on the gray color. I might actually like to try to use something else, and I'm not real sure yet. So I'm not going to glue or keep these in just yet. They're removable. But I can start to put together some of the rest of the mask. And again, like I mentioned, color, while it's not super critical, at least right now, I might like the color red or even yellow. Yellow and red, kind of represent caution, and that might be nice to kind of add as a thing. But I can make that decision a little bit later. And obviously, as you notice, like I've made some kind of decisions on the design as I'm kind of going along. So I've made these kind of cutouts in the boxes, which are kind of like the ventilator part. When I was doing this, I made sketches of like different designs and ideas, just really roughly on a different piece, and they kind of laid it on here just to kind of look at it and like think about if that's what I wanted. And I've kind of decided on this. I cut this out, although I might cut some more out of here. I'm not really sure, but I found this old tubing that I want to use. So again, like I'm just finding just things that are like in junk drawers or in my studio that I could reuse. Like this was for an old fish tank. But I can use it for this project. Kind of makes sense. For what is, the nose piece, right? This is the piece that kind of goes over my face. Or this top part here covers my nose, and then my mouth is down in here. This is part of the original design, but I kind of added to it, kind of made these side panels. And this is just, again, that simple style of scoring and kind of folding that we did like in the gift box and even in the geometric sculpture. So these are all like just little tricks that we've already kind of learned in class, but I'm now kind of taking it a little bit further. I've added just another shape, building up a layer, and this too is three-dimensional, so it comes out. And the idea I had with the tubing is that it would kind of come out of here and then kind of connect to the other pieces. But all along the way, what I've been doing is drawing these shapes and even making test patterns and cutting out things. So I would kind of draw something, cut it, and then even fold it back over, test it out, see if I liked it. This was like the original piece that was going to go on here. But I decided I wanted to make it a little bit bigger, and I added tabs. So it's not useful. But it might come back into use somewhere else, and I really don't know where. But often I'll keep the scraps because they can be added in. So like this is actually the positive shape of this area that's cut out, so it could actually layer it back down on the bottom, and it just kind of gives another kind of nice design element to this. And again, kind of bringing it out even more as far as a three-dimensional element. Laying that 2D on 2D. And just kind of building out. Because eventually, while the tubes will come out of here, they'll connect to here, like so. So I just want to kind of show a couple of these things. And now what I'm going to get ready to do is go ahead and start to put this together. So I'll let this just kind of run, but I'm going to kind of glue some things. First are these. And these are going to kind of help hold the tubes as they go into the shape, so into the ventilator part. So just kind of hold these. Hopefully the glue is setting kind of nicely. Before that glue completely sets, I'll pull it. So I kind of go like that over my face. So that's where kind of we're at right now, and then of course we put the foam in there. And so okay, so that's kind of what we're at now. See, I'm going to kind of reinforce this and kind of move it around so it lines up nicely at the bottom. I'm going to play with the tubing and kind of add that, and then maybe look around more for some of a different color for the ventilator part of it. I mean, I like this, but I could maybe find a different color old shirt or something that might work a little bit better. So what I'll do next is I'm going to go ahead and add the tubing to this and maybe add a little bit more something down in here. And then I need to look for something to, again, hold it to my face. So that's kind of the next part. So I'll kind of stop right here and then come back to that. All right, thanks.